Welcome to another broke and retired video. Let me explain the titles to you, okay? The reason why I titled these broke and retired is because I'm not broke, but I am retired. And I want to show you how I live my best life in retirement. Just some of the things that I've done to make sure that I'm not broke and retired. And I'm sure that there are some people out there that's struggling in retirement. And y'all, I just want to be of help just to show you how I'm doing it. My name is Judy Hepburn. If you don't know, I am 66 years, fabulous, right? I retired at 62 and I am seriously living my best life. And I just want to share my best life with you, just in case you can take some tips and things from me and live a better life in retirement. In some of the comments, since I've been doing these videos, I've been getting some comments about, some people really are struggling. And I just want to kind of help you out on some of the things that I did, even before I really thought about retiring, to get me ready for retirement. Not that I saved a whole lot of money, but I'm okay, right? I feel like this: if you're trying to make ends meet, and you're retired and the only thing that you're getting is Social Security, because I know a lot of jobs have phased out pensions. So if you're struggling in retirement trying to make ends meet because the only thing that you have is Social Security, let me give you a few tips on some things that you can do and possibly do these things before you retire. Like if you're in your 60s or maybe even 50s, even 40s, it's not too late. Let me encourage you that even though you're in your 40s and your 50s and you didn't save a dime, it's not too late, okay? So some of the things that I have done in my lifetime of raising 2 children, a single parent, how did I make ends meet then, so that I can live a better life now, right? If that makes sense. You may have to get a second job. Not that the second job has to be forever. Just get it until you feel comfortable enough that you'll be okay, that you're able to pay your basic bills, that you're able to have some dollars left over after you've paid your bills, because we still want to have fun in retirement, but it takes money, y'all, to have fun, right? Or family members that will bring you along. Say like if you want to travel, right? Like I know a lot of times my daughter and her husband and her family will take me on a vacation with them, right? So with that being said, that saves me money because I don't have to dish out hotel money. A lot of times I'll do my own airline. And let me tell y'all about flying, because there are so many different ways to save money. You just have to be intentional, right? What I did here recently was get what is it called? An airline. Let me look on my card. I got a credit card that would allow me to accumulate air miles, right? And if you accumulate enough air miles on this credit card, you can fly for free. So this is how it works. I have actually 2, but I'm not using one at the moment. I have see if I can show y'all this without showing you this. This is one of the cards that I have, right? It's American Express Delta Sky Miles, right? So I get to fly on Delta, and I usually get to fly for free. It may be like, only thing I pay for is taxes, and I think that's like $12. I booked a airline flight to go to the Bahamas for my cousin's wedding, right? And I think my whole airline ticket round trip was only like $12. How did I manage to do that? This is how I traveled in retirement. And I so want to share this information with you. If you have a desire to travel and you don't really see where the money could come from for airline tickets, this is how I do it. So this credit card that I have, the American Express Delta Sky Miles card. Anytime I buy gas on that card. Anytime I go to the grocery store, I put my grocery on this card. Anytime I go to a store to purchase something, I put the purchase on this card. Anytime I buy anything where they take American Express, I use that card. Because most of the stores, or some of the stores, they will give you double the miles. Let's say you spend $20, right? Some of the stores, they allow you to get 40 miles, right? Usually it's dollar for dollar. Like if you spend $20, you get 20 miles. If you spend $200, you get 200 miles. And when I tell you those miles add up, they add up quickly because you're getting miles for something that you're going to purchase anyway. So if I'm getting the item, then I'm getting the miles, then I'm getting airline tickets, to me, it's a win-win. The first card I had was American Airlines. I don't have that one with me, but I had the red, and I still have it. The red and the black American Airlines card. That one was okay, but I like the Delta one better because some of the places will double my miles. All you have to do is go to delta.com and look through their airline credit cards and apply. And they're only going to tell you yes or no. It goes according to your income. They did ask me, what is my yearly income, right? I gave them my yearly income, and they told me, yes, you apply for X amount of money, right? So, and then you got to make sure that your credit score is decent. Like mine was decent, right? At least 700, almost 800. And that's another thing that I would encourage you. Make sure you keep your credit score as high as you possibly can. Make sure if you have bills, you're paying them, and you're paying them on time, because you never know what you may have to get on credit. So if your credit is all jacked up, you won't be able to enjoy some of the things that you really could enjoy if you keep your credit on point, and if your credit is bad, work on it, y'all. It's not too late. So you're 40, so you're 50, so you're 60, so you're 70. So what? As long as you have a pulse, God has a plan. Are you still breathing? If you are still breathing, you can still do this. I want to encourage you to not give up. It is still possible for you to live your best life in retirement. So apply for some of these credit cards. Like another thing I had to do, and I just did it actually this week. I maxed out. I don't know if I maxed it out, but I have thousands of dollars on this one credit card, and the interest rate is astronomical, right? I'm paying this credit card, y'all, faithfully, over and over, hundreds of dollars at a time. And I would go back and I would look at my balance, and it would be more. And I'm like, how is this possible? I'm constantly paying this credit card, and it's constantly going up. Well, the reason why the credit card was going up is because I'm paying it. Let's say, for example, I put $100 on this credit card. They may take 30 of those dollars or 50 of those dollars, or a percentage of my money, and use it for interest. So my balance is never going down. Y'all, I got sick of that. I was like, there is no way that this is right, or it even makes dollars and cents. So what I did, and I'm just trying to help y'all to live a good life, because I live a great life in retirement, and my job here is to help you to do the same thing. So what I did, I decided that I had to do something different. This was not working for me. So I applied for a 0% interest for 18 months. So I'm going to transfer the balance from the high credit card to the 0% credit card and pay it off before it's time for the interest to accumulate. Let me repeat that. Let me make sure I said that right. I am going to take the money off the other credit card where it's thousands of dollars and it's not going down. I'm going to transfer my balance from that card to a card that has 0% interest. The interest, I'm almost sure, is for 18 months. So I took my balance from the other card and divided it by the 18 months to make sure that I can afford to pay this card off before the interest will start. And 18 months, if I divide it by what I owe, I can pay it comfortably. And at least when I give them $500, the whole $500, y'all, will go towards the balance of my bill. So that's another way, because a lot of times you have these bills and these credit cards that you're paying, and the bottom line is never getting less. It's getting higher and higher because of the interest rate. So if you're able to apply for a credit card, I think I did the Citi card, that they have a 18 months 0% interest. And what is the other one? Citi card, and it's another one. They have so many of them out there. If I think of it, I'll put it in here. Citi card. It's not MasterCard, Citi card, and some other card. So just look around to see if you can find some credit cards that will offer you 0% interest for X amount of months, and then transfer those high interest balances to a card where you don't have to pay. Because listen, to me, it doesn't make sense for me to give you $500 and you only apply 100 of those dollars to my bill. So that's another way you can do it. So transfer your high interest balances to a 0% card. Get you a card where you can accumulate air miles, so you're still able to travel for nothing, basically, because all I pay is like $12 for taxes, and it's on Delta. Y'all, come on, it don't get no better than Delta when you fly, right? And another thing that you can do, if your ends are still not meeting and your credit score is below, I don't know, what's the lowest it can go? 500, I don't know what it is. Work on getting that better. And how you may have to do that, you may have to Uber for a while. You may have to, what is it, where they go to the grocery store and deliver food to people. You may have to do something like that for a while. You may have to say, do you want fries with that? You may have to say, hey kid, would you like a sticker? Like, you may have to do this, not long term, but just long enough so that your ends can meet each other and say, hi, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Right? You need, and especially in retirement, you need your ends to meet. And I know that it's not always easy. I'm not saying this is going to be easy, but it will be necessary in order for you to continue to live your best life, or to at least start living your best life. I feel like in my 66 years of living, this should be the best time of my life. I don't have no children to take care of. When I eat, my whole family eats. When I travel, I got my whole family with me, right? So if this is something that you're interested in doing, look into doing some of these things. Make sure you're not overspending. You're not just like I love to go into Goodwills. I love shopping in the Goodwills, right? But what I do now, and I just told myself this today, because I still like to get out the house. I still like to shop, but I'm very strategic on what I will buy now. I have to go into a store, not like something, but I have to love it. If I see a dress and I say, I'm not sure about it, I'm not getting it. But if I say, oh, and my heart starts palpitating, and I'm like, oh my God, I love that dress, I'm gonna get it. If I say, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, right? So you have to be strategic in what you're buying. Stop shopping online, y'all. It's just making it way too easy for you to just sit there and click and spend money. Spend money that you should be paying a bill with. Spend money that you should be saving, right? Because 90% of the things that we buy anyway, you don't need half that stuff. It's just piling up in your house and you're not using it, or you end up giving it away, or you end up taking it back to the Goodwill because you done spent all this money on stuff and you don't even really need it. So another thing is, be strategic in your spending. Stop wanting everything. If you don't have the money for it, you don't need it. Stop using your credit cards for crazy stuff. The only thing I use my credit cards for, gas, food, some bills, because you know some of your bills you can put on your credit card. I put my gas, my electric, my cell phone, my internet. What else is on my card? My what else? You cannot put your mortgage on a credit card. I did ask them because I wanted to pay that too on the credit card, especially the credit cards that are going to give me airline miles. I need everything that I can possibly get on this credit card so that I can get all the miles that I can get. I'm not sure. I got so many other bills on that credit card. What else is on there? What I'm trying to tell you is everything that you can possibly put on this credit card that's going to give you airline miles, only if you want to travel. I love to travel, so that's one of the reasons why I got the airline credit cards, so that I can travel for free, right? For free. Literally, all you pay is for taxes. I'm going all the way to the Bahamas, y'all, for $12 round trip. Round trip on Delta. How much better could that get? Right? So you have to plan in advance. Prepare is vital. No matter what you're doing, it's better to prepare. If you feel like you need to, and I don't care how old you are, it doesn't really matter. If you feel like you need to get a part-time job, no shame in your game. Do that, boo. If you need to get a part-time job, because I told my kids, I said, listen, I am super loving it, retirement, loving it to the utmost. But if it come down where I need to go out and get a part-time job, listen, I'm not too good to go out there and work and make ends meet, because I like to have what I like to have, right? You know, like I used to work at the YMCA at the front desk. Awesome job. Easy peasy. Seriously, awesome job. You don't have to get these jobs where you have to do construction, like do all this hard work. No, find some jobs where you're just maybe a desk job, maybe driving, Uber, Lyft, delivering food. I don't know. There's so many ways. Y'all, we're living in 2025 now. There are even some jobs, y'all, that you can do at home. But are you social media savvy though? You have to know how to navigate through a computer. You have to know how to, but I guess a lot of these at-home jobs, they probably will train you, right? You got to put yourself out there in order to know what's out there. If you're sitting home, woe is me, I don't have this, I can't do that, and you sitting back having a pity party, girl, you better get up if you want to eat. You better get up if you want to retire and live comfortably. Or if none of this matters to you, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that want the best that they can have in life. If you want to be able to still eat what you want to eat, travel when you want to travel, shop when you want to shop, these are just some pointers, some points of great information that you could use. I'm trying to think what else do I do? Spend less. I spend less. I want less. I travel more because I'm not paying for it. I eat whatever I want to eat. Oh, another thing you can do. Listen, look around your house. If you have a spare bedroom, nobody's using it, nobody's in it, and it's furnished, see if you can find a family member or a friend that is trustworthy and see if they need to rent a room. That's a great way to make extra money, and you're not doing anything. You're not catering to them. You're not doing anything. You're just opening up your home to give someone a nice, clean, safe place to sleep, right? That's a great way to make extra money. And it's easy peasy, right? You don't have to do anything. So look around your house too and see if there's things that you're accumulating you don't need that you can sell. Sell it on Marketplace. Sell it on all these other sites where you can sell. I don't know, Marketplace or Craigslist. I don't know, whatever is still out there that exists. There are so many ways in 2025 where you could make extra money. There is no reason why you're living beneath where you should be living, beneath the poverty line. The poverty line is here and you're here. There's no reason for it. You have to become very strategic and very creative if you want to get above the poverty line. And you can. Age does not matter. You got to put in the work. Consistency matters. Consistency will get you to where you want to go. You can't stop midway and say, you know, I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting, or I'm tired of looking for a job, or I'm tired of applying for credit cards and they're telling me no. Keep going. Don't give up. You are worth it. Having a great life is worth it. I am so glad that I am retired and I get to go where I want, do what I want. But it takes money. But it doesn't take a whole lot of money, and it may not take your money. If you get that credit card that where you can accumulate air miles, it's not your money. It's free. It's free airline miles, right? So make sure you really look into that. Put in the comments, what else do y'all, because I don't know everything. I'm new at this too, but I'm just trying to take you on my retirement journey with me, right? So please put in the comments if I left out something that can benefit all of us to make more money. Please help us out. Put it in the comments. What are you doing to make extra money? Because I'm sure we all can use some extra money. I know I still can use some extra money. And I promise y'all, if I get to the point where I need to get a second job, I will. But I don't foresee that coming because I do get Social Security. I do get pension. I do have the credit cards where I can put everything on there and still travel for free. My children help me out an awful lot. But what I'm telling you is another thing. Stay in contact with your family. You never know what family member would help you out. I found out if you good to people, people will be good to you. But if you done got old and nasty, it's going to be kind of hard for your family members to want to help you out. So you might want to keep a great attitude too. It's nice to be nice, especially to your circle of people. It's nice to be nice, period, to all people, because you never, ever know who you're going to need in this life. You just don't know. It may not be your children. It may be my children you need. Or I may need your children or your grandchildren. You never know. So y'all, let's not get mean and hateful. Let's not get mean and don't want to have anything to do with our family members. Y'all, I have seen it with my own eyeballs. Senior citizens that turn their back on their family and don't want to be bothered and die alone. Y'all, that's not cute. You don't have to die alone when you have family members that could help you along the way. You don't know what you're going to need. What if your family or your children or your grandchildren is going on a vacation and they'd love to take you along with them, but you nasty or you don't know how to treat them? They're not gonna want to take you nowhere. My children, listen, y'all. My children be wanting me to go somewhere with them. I just picked my granddaughter up from summer camp, and she was like, Nana, you just so funny. We just like, are you going to come with us here? You're going to come with us? I try to have a great time. I try to have a great time with my children and my grandchildren so that they will want me around. That's a plus, y'all, being in contact with your family, being in contact with your friends, because they need you too. Just like you need them, they need you too. So please, y'all, let me encourage you. Let's put our shoulders to the wheel. Let's put our shoulders to the wheel and make life work in our favor. Because life is not over yet. As long as you're doing this, breathing, you need to get up and do something for yourself. Because unless you're bedbound, which I pray God you're not, get up and stay active. Get up and go out and talk to some people. Y'all know a lot of times I just get up and out because I get an opportunity to meet new people. I get an opportunity to meet new people. I get an opportunity to talk to new people. And I absolutely love, love, love meeting new people. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to come in contact with, right? So y'all, we got to be strategic in this journey of retirement. It got to be 100. It got to be 100 degrees where I'm at. I figured I would stop and do this video just for you because I want to encourage you that you got this. I believe in you. You got to start. I believe in you, and you got to start believing in yourself and believing that this retirement journey can be prosperous, but you're gonna have to put in the work. I'm not sure if money is falling out of heaven, y'all. Like I'm just not sure how that works. Like just checks coming in the mail for no reason and money falling out the sky. If that's happening, tell me where it's at so I can come. Cause y'all, I'm gonna need to get in on some of that right there. If money falling out the sky where you live, you let me know, cause I'm coming. Gotta put in the work, y'all. Gotta put in the work. Stop using your age for an excuse. Well, I'm old, or I did that when I was younger, or I used to do that. Your used to be testimony is no longer any good for now. We gotta do something for ourselves right now. So I want y'all to look into some of the stuff that I encouraged you to do. Make sure you're sharing your ideas with me. Because y'all, I need them. I don't know everything. Make sure you're sharing some of your financial ideas with me. What are some of the things that you're doing to make ends meet? Where are some of the places that you're going to meet new people? We all want to know. We are a community here at Broke and Retired, right? Because none of us want to be broke. So in order for us not to be broke, got to put in the work. So thank y'all so much for watching this Broken Retired series. I plan on continuing this because I am this is my real life that I'm talking about. I'm not just giving y'all information that doesn't apply to me. This is sincerely really the things that I do, and I'm sharing my daily journey with you because I care, right? So I want you to care enough to get on up off the couch and do something. Make sure if any of this information helped you, make sure you share this video with your family and friends, whether they're retired or not. They need to know these things so that they can prepare for retirement. It's never too early. It's never too early to prepare for retirement, and it's never too late to prepare for retirement, because long as you have a pulse, God has a plan for your life. So thank y'all so much for watching, and make sure you share and subscribe, because you know my subscribers are getting up there, but I need some more, y'all. Let's get up to, I would really love to get up to 100K, right? I'm at 4.4 I think K subscribers. I really appreciate y'all subscribing. Make sure you tell your family and friends about subscribing. If you share this video, I'm sure they'll want to subscribe. So thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, bye-bye.